ट्रेनिंग मिल रहा है, जॉब नहीं मिल रहा. Okay, then what is the benefit of the training, right? How you would be getting a training and how would be getting experience out of our package. Both things you would be getting it. I will explain you how you're going to get it both. BAP is a technical language in which we write the code in SAP. Okay, in SAP standard, when we do the different applications, we do the different transaction codes run that comes from SAP standard. But whenever a business want to change the SAP functionality, which is not possible from the master data settings and the configuration. For that cases, we need to write new code. ABAPers need to write new code for the client so that that functionality can be modified or can be brought into SAP by writing a piece of code. That's why that's what the ABAP consultant does. And ABAP is not a common language. Many when we go into the colleges with that, when we ask what is ABAP, do you know? 90% audience does not know what is ABAP. That's why it become a niche skill. Everybody knows C, C++, everybody know HTML5, everybody know SQL, but ABAP is niche. Not even people does not know that this kind of language exists. And this is a language for the world's most used ERP system. It is said that world's 80% revenue touch the SAP products. World's 80% revenue touch the SAP products, and SAP core product is written in ABAP language, right? So that has a very significant value itself. First talk about now this thing which we are doing, it is a combination of ABAP training and internship. And I will try to quickly explain why this is a combination and why do we need to do it in a combined way. So when it comes to ABAP training, we have basically core ABAP training, OOPS ABAP training, and ABAP on HANA training. These three trainings will be having. We have a very unique approach. We have a different approach which we have adopted for this. We call it as a workshop approach. So in this workshop approach, in this workshop model, what is going to happen when Pradeep is going to train you? Pradeep will ask you to make sure that you are coming into the session with your laptops. Make sure you have access to laptop. Make sure you have access to system. Because the way we do is that in the session, Pradeep would be training you. He would be writing a code, that how the code need to be written. He will explain the syntax and everything. And then he would be asking one of you to share the screen and to write the code within the session itself. So this is about the training, right? Now the problem we see in the market is a lot of people are getting trained from SAP authorized institute, from different places. And the actual thing is that the people who are getting trained, 90% of them are not able to become a BAP consultant. 90% of them are not able to get a job. Training मिल रहा है, job नहीं मिल रहा. Okay, then what is the benefit of the training, right? Now, why the job they are not getting? Because whenever it comes to SAP, you need to understand SAP is not like ME product. It's a very important product. If a company implement SAP, first thing is that small and middle scale industry, they don't implement SAP. The large enterprises implement SAP, which has a business across the world, across the countries. Those kind of big businesses implement SAP. So when they implement SAP, the SAP become the ERP become the core product. It's a pumping heart. So if something happens wrong to that product, the full business can go down. That's why they will be asking you here, do you have experience? They try to check, do you have experience? Have you have exposure working on some project? Right? That's where they get confidence. Okay, you have some exposure, you know that what is the importance, the way you are doing the code. If something goes wrong, the full business can stop if that wrong code moves to the production. That's the seriousness of the job. Okay, that's why the experience is required. So that's what I was explaining, that what is the importance of gaining the experience. Gaining the experience is very important, right? That's why what we have done, that how you would be able to gain the project experience is we would be giving you one course is the Job and Master. We give it complimentary in this course. I have explained from start to end if a SAP implementation need to happen, what are the things need to be done. And this course is so big, it's a 60 to 70 hours of course. With that, you get exposure, you get into that in each phase what a SAP consultant need to do. That things has been covered in this Job and Mastery. That course we are giving it to you complimentary if you take the full package. Then we have an internship program. So with this internship program, you would be able to gain the project exposure. So what we do in the internship, so once you would be through with your training, every 4 months or every fifth month, we start an internship batch. In internship batch, it is not a real project, but it is a simulation of a project. On our system, we would be having, because we provide the training across the module, SD, MM, PP, FICO, throughout the year in different modules. These trainings happen. So we have a student from all of the modules. From all of the modules, people who have been opted for this internship, we take them into a batch and we make them a project group where basically project leads would be there, project manager would be there, and then we put a business scenario to it. Boss, this is a company on which we want to implement SAP. And then you go ahead as a group, you go ahead and you do the implementation. So the leads and me would be as a mentor, would be guiding you to complete the project. And then you need to work on this project to make, so there you will be getting very real-time experience and the very real-time examples that, okay, in the particular production planning modules to create a production order, this additional report is required, or within the production order page, these additional fields are required. How you would be adding them? That is a real-time experience examples you will be getting it. With that examples, when you will going into the market, you can showcase that experience, and you would also be able to speak in the interviews, because during the training you have written the code, you got the exposure, then you was a part of a project team, and as a ABAPer you have completed the things. With that, a lot of confidence will come and a lot of content will come which you would be able to put in your CV, and which you would be able to also speak in the interviews. This would be the this is the internship we have put it. Who can do this program? Actually, anyone who wants to learn for ABAP, they can do this program. It is must for freshers. It is must for non-working professionals. If you're a fresher, you have not worked anywhere. If you're a non-working professional, it is must. You should do this, because with this you will get some experience on your CV, which will help your CV getting selected. Any working consultant, any another people who are getting trained in this module, they can opt for this internship program.